Hi everyone, it's Kavita here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I haven't been on here for a long time now. It's been a challenging couple of years, specifically challenging few months. And they say during the course of challenges is when you have realizations and revelations, you learn lessons along the way, and I have had quite a few of them, and I'd like to get back into it and start by starting to share the lessons that I have learned again, in the hope that it would inspire, empower, and uplift someone who's going through a challenging time right now. So today, what I wanted to talk to you about is awareness and discernment. Excuse me. And the realization I had the other day, a lot of it comes to me when I'm walking in nature, spending time with my daughter, spending time in my spiritual practice, is that awareness and coupled with self-reflection is the anchor for discernment. So I'm just going to spend some time delving into that a little bit, and I hope this is helpful to you. So awareness is our ability to shine light on whatever it is that is going on within us, whether it's a feeling that's coming up, an emotion that's coming up, specifically uncomfortable ones. It's being aware of it. And I always like to use the word shining the light of awareness so that it comes to the forefront. And the more aware you become, and that in turn leads to a period of self-reflection. So you become aware of something, you reflect on it, think about it, contemplate on it, spend some time in solitude thinking about whatever it is that's come up for you. That then becomes your anchor for discernment. Now, what I mean by discernment is the ability to tell within yourself between right and wrong, between what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing. And that power of discernment then gives you momentum to grow, to evolve, and to aim towards becoming the best version of yourself, to bringing the best version of you to whatever it is that your duty and purpose is during this lifetime. And like we all know, change is the only constant in this life. Things are constantly changing. We are changing. We are evolving. We are not, and we should not be the same person that we were a couple of years ago. We should always be aiming to grow with an aim to improve. We should always be asking ourselves, like I do at the end of every day. It's a very simple practice that has taken me a long time to inculcate within my spiritual practice, is asking the question, what can I do better? What is going well so far? Where can I improve? How can I do better? And if you have that mindset, it then trickles into every area of your life. So you're not being overly critical of yourself. You are acknowledging the things that, yeah, you are gaining mastery over, that you're doing well and bringing your best to a task, but you're also recognizing the ones that you need to pay a bit more attention to, that you need to work a bit more on. And that is the whole purpose of growth and work while you're working towards an aim or a goal or anything that you're passionate about. So, myself, I'm a medical doctor by profession, but I am heavily interested and invested in wanting to contribute towards dementia care and research due to my own personal experiences on this journey. And I am very passionate about encouraging, especially the younger generation, about personal development and tools to build resiliency, because that is what will enable you to achieve your best in whatever path it is for you. I'm just going to give a few examples to highlight, to try and explain what the statement means. So once again, the revelation that came to me was awareness coupled with self-reflection is an anchor for discernment, which is the ability to discern, to differentiate between what is right, what is wrong, what it is that I should be doing, what it is that I should be steering clear from. So, for example, I'm a mother, so this will come up in many of my lessons. I think for most parents, our children come with so much wisdom. They have so much inherent wisdom within themselves. And my daughter is actually my biggest teacher. There's so much that I learn from her on a daily basis. So this is the first one I'm going to use as an example. So when you're communicating with a child, for example, or it could be anyone, your friend or your parent, someone close to you, and you're having a conversation about something that you're not really agreeing on. You want to put your view across and you're listening in to their view, and somewhere there is a bit of disagreement. And you end up communicating in a way that you wouldn't want to, that your best self wouldn't want to. So, in that situation, when you train yourself to be mindful, to be present in the moment of the scenario being a communication about a particular subject that is conflicting, that has conflicting views and opinions, and you're trying to reach some kind of agreement if you can. And a lot of the times we end up saying things that we don't mean. We end up using words that that a best self wouldn't use. We end up saying it in a tone that could be misconstrued. And in the worst case scenario, we end up saying words that could bring hurt instead of communicating with respect. And so when you are fully present in the moment, you're then aware. And as you train yourself to become more and more aware, the light is shining, the light of awareness is shining on the words that you're speaking. And okay, I know I shouldn't be saying this. I know that I could be saying this in a better way. So you're constantly aware, but somehow you're still struggling. And then you walk away, you take a break, or after you've communicated for the day, you've reached a point where you're like, right, I can't talk about this anymore today, let's continue another time. You take a break and then you reflect. So following awareness is reflection, thinking, okay, I shouldn't have said it that way, or I could have said it in this way, or you're questioning yourself, how could I communicate that it's coming from a place of love and understanding and compassion. So that giving yourself that space is so crucial, because you can then come back into the situation, and even if you've said hurtful, even if they've been hurtful exchanges, there's always repair. Obviously, we want to aim towards having a kind of communication where you don't need repair, but we're humans and this is life. So things like this do happen. And so we come back into it trying to repair, and you bring your best self in, you try and express in a way that your best self would. And so the next time you're presented with a similar situation, because you've done that inner work of being aware, reflecting on what can I do better next time? How can I present this in a way that is coming from a place of love? The next time around, you're able to discern in that moment, you see? So you can see how awareness then becomes an anchor for discernment, because the next time round, you're able to say, actually, no, this is not what I should be saying, or this is how I can offer my advice, or my words, or present my words. So that's the first example I wanted to give. The second example is that maybe of a student who is doing their homework, and there's a test, for example, and they have access to answers. So you probably know where this one's going. So being aware in the moment of your thought process, thinking the answers are right there. Okay, I could just look at it just this one time. No one's going to know. I won't do it next time, right? So we're then entering into the territory of integrity as well, which we'll touch upon another day. But for today, just focusing on awareness and reflection. So say, for example, a student, knows, oh, I shouldn't be doing this, still goes ahead and looks at an answer, writes it down, done. And if the student has a daily practice of self-reflection, hopefully will come to him, and he or she will think, actually, that's not what I should have done. I should not have copied. I should not have looked at the answers, as an example. And so the next time round, when they're doing their homework and they're presented with the same thought pattern, with practice, with mindfulness, with that light of awareness shining in them, with that daily practice of self-reflection, then they'll be able to anchor that. Then they'll be able to use discernment uh, based on the power of their awareness and the power of their self-reflective practices, and say, no, I'm not going to do this, because I need to be honest in the work that I'm doing. That's how I'm going to be able to progress and do my work in an honest and diligent manner. And steer away from the temptation of looking at the answers. So maybe they'll put a paper on it, maybe they'll, come up with things that would reduce that temptation. So it's not black and white. It's not something that just happens with a click. It can sometimes, but it's a constant work of progress. And when you are constantly working on being present, you automatically become aware of what is coming up for you. And when you use that that power of awareness, whatever is shining light on, you develop a daily practice of, whether it's spiritual or self-reflection or contemplation, you just spend time, or even journaling a few thoughts down, you're then building up, you're building the foundation of probably the most important skill in life, which is the ability to know what to do, the ability to know what the right thing to do is. So discernment then ties in with integrity, which is the cornerstone of living a good life, a righteous life, that that will help you fulfill your purpose, with a sense of achievement, of having done it on your own terms, with obviously the divine light guiding you at all times. So I hope this helps. I promise I'll be back soon, because I have so much to share that I have gathered along on this journey. So please do leave a comment if you found this helpful. If there's something else that you would like to hear from me, I would be more than happy to talk through it. So I'll see you soon, and please do share it with anyone who you think might benefit from this. So until next time.